So he's 6 years old. His name is Jackson. I adore him.
He is a great little kid.
And he was here over the weekend and left me a note, which I thought was really sweet. But then I was like, this is kind of creepy. It says, from Jackson to Zac, I love you.
Aww.
I am here. You won't forget.
No, you won't.
What did he do to my studio to make sure that I would not forget that he was here?
Hey, Zac, you probably got boogers on your keyboard or maybe on your seat somewhere. He's just letting you know that he's with you all the time now.
Wow.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised. That's totally something a 6-year-old boy would do.
100%.
Boogers on your keyboard and your chair more than usual.
Yeah.
This is the Woody and Jim Show podcast, a daily recap of everything you missed.
Let's talk about the big mess up with Netflix and the Love is Blind reunion in live special in Netflix.
Oh, we just seem to have the same problem.
Yeah. Pardon our glitch.
But ours only took 10 seconds to fix.
Yeah. Last night, my girlfriend watches Love is Blind. I've never seen it.
It's a really good show.
I refuse to watch it.
It's pretty fun.
But she said, "Oh, there's gonna be a live special on at 7. I know you haven't seen it, but can we put it on?" I said, "Sure. I'd be love to sit and mock it." But it comes on and says live special coming soon. And then it says, coming soon, coming soon, coming soon. And I guess after about 90 minutes, they just said, screw it, we're just going to record it and put it up.
Yeah, they should stick to what they know.
Mm-hmm.
They tweeted out, like, oh, we're going to have it up in 15 minutes. And then, like, after a while, they were like, wait, it's going to take a little longer.
We would do things and come back to it. Oh, still not on. Okay, go back doing something else.
It was all over social media last night of people having, like, breakdowns because they were sitting there waiting for the finale and the reunion.
If you've never seen Love is Blind, it's like a dating show, but the people never see each other. They can talk to each other, but they never see each other. And this was going to be the live reunion special that people were very excited to see, because then they would see each other, and there was all kinds of...
See how it works out. People are very interested in other people's relationships.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
They work
emotionally
on that
invested.
Much more they work on their own relationship.
Yeah, sometimes it'd be like that.
Yeah.
Now it's they recorded it and it's finally up, so
It's
you can
streaming
watch
now
it on Netflix.
But yeah, if you tuned in at 7 o'clock last night, nope.
Some of the other reality shows on their Twitter accounts were throwing shade at Netflix. Like one of the Real Housewives accounts, was like, "We'll never let you down with a live special."
I mean, Andy Cohen is a professional troll.
Oh,
he
was very good at
is.
that. He was very good. Yeah.
This is like the most liked tweet complaining about Netflix's failure to get the show on. It was from this girl named Candace. She says, "How you going to test going live now? This is like making mac and cheese for the first time ever on Christmas Day. Now ain't the time, baby."
I agree.
That's right. Test it out with something, you don't care about it like 3 a.m. and see if it works.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You'd think being the biggest streaming service in probably the world, they would have the technology to be able to figure it out.
They made
They didn't.
$3.61 billion last year.
No biggie.
Yeah.
They couldn't hire maybe an extra tech.
Yeah.
Trending. Here's what's trending this morning with Woody and Jim on 107.5 The River.
Brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Zach.
So I want to move to Eugene, Oregon.
Okay.
Because there's a man named Colin who is 38 years old that he has randomly just been throwing fistfuls of hundreds, like $100 bills out his window down the interstate because he wants to do it as an act of charity.
I heard about this.
So now he's tossed nearly $200,000 down the interstate in Eugene, Oregon for random people just to pick up so they can find $100 bills, and it's an act of charity so they can just randomly run into money.
I heard his family is pissed.
Yeah, his family is claiming that they are broke because of this and are asking that drivers give the money back.
Oh, like that's going to happen.
Yeah.
That's
So
right. Yeah.
police are saying that like their hands are tied since like everything was under his
He
name.
didn't break any laws.
He's just throwing money out, so there's nothing they can really do about
They
it.
charge him with littering.
But they did. I saw that they asked everybody not to go to the road where he did this because people picked it clean. And it's very dangerous because it's a very busy,
it's a busy road and just people on the side of the road picking up $100 bills.
And the police are like, just as the people who got here first, they left nothing behind.
The way I almost booked a flight to Eugene, Oregon this morning. Ricky, what you got?
So the cowgirl aesthetic isn't going anywhere, guys, because the new thing right now is coastal cowgirl.
Yeah.
So everybody is very much into it. The staples are, the cowboy boots, cowboy hats.
Used to be
It's
coastal granny.
Lots of
Now it's
floral
that.
patterns, lots of flowy dresses, things like that. And on TikTok alone, there's 7 billion views on the tag coastal cowgirl. So
I mean, honestly,
going to be a lot more of cowgirls around here.
if you search coastal cowgirl in Google, the outfits are actually really adorable.
I'm sure they are.
I'm here for it. The coastal granny vibe, I wasn't really loving.
It's essentially the same thing. It's just you put a cowgirl hat on.
And more makeup.
Right.
Okay.
Just
There you go.
dress like you're going to be on a pedal tavern without being on a pedal tavern.
Yeah.
Jim?
You're going to love this. There was a Tennessee pursuit, a police chase in Harrison, Tennessee, which is about 2/3 of the way to Knoxville. And it lasted for 20 miles. The police tried to corral the emu that jumped a 7-foot fence from somebody's property.
Yo, emus are quick, too.
So it's
Yes.
running down the interstate being pursued by the police.
At times, they said it reached 40 miles an hour, the emu.
Nice.
And it's a flightless bird, so it can't fly away, but it can run real fast.
They're really, really quick.
And the emu was named MeeMoo.
MeeMoo the emu. Oh.
And apparently they it got out, and then they added to the fence and made it a 9-foot fence. And it still jumped over, but they were actually able to get the emu back. But
MeeMoo the emu.
MeeMoo the emu
What are
cannot
they
be stopped.
doing at this house/ranch that MeeMoo does not want to be there anymore?
That is the story that none of the news reports are answering.
He needs to go to therapy.
Jumping the fence in the name of freedom.
Yeah, I guess so.
That was our weekend. Jim, what'd you do this weekend?
Yeah, what did you do, Jim?
Why did that sound so...
I know,
Oh, wow.
that was so
The
aggressive,
accusations have
Zach?
started already.
I
Oh
know.
my God.
It was truly a roller coaster of emotions. Went to a funeral on Saturday morning, which was very sad
Yeah.
for a young woman who died of cancer, and it was just brutal. But later that night, kind of had the opposite. Went to the Nate Bargatze comedy show at
He
the
is
Bridgestone
awesome.
Arena.
He's very good.
And this was his dream show because he lives here. He grew up in Old Hickory, and it was called Old Hickory to Broadway. And he sold it out. In fact, he filled Bridgestone Arena with the most people in the history of Bridgestone Arena
Wow.
as a comedy act.
Yeah.
And it was a love letter to the fans. He was so funny. It was all so local, Nashville, Middle Tennessee.
That's cool.
It was his father opened for him, who's
Oh,
a fantastic,
Cute.
He's a magician.
great, funny magician, and oh my God,
That's
it was
awesome.
just fantastic.
That's
what
awesome.
about what did you do this weekend?
Started off on Saturday. My grandson Ollie had his very first T-ball game of the year.
Cute.
I forgot how much fun it is to watch 4-year-olds play T-ball. they'll hit the ball, kind of, and then they'll just run off in some random direction. A couple people hit the ball and then chased after the ball instead of running to first base. But
so
Pictures were
yeah,
awesome.
Yeah. Ollie he got the game ball. He was actually out there hustling. He at least knew to run to first base, and when the ball was coming toward him, he would pick it up. Not do anything with it, but he would pick it up. And
Hey,
It's a big deal.
That was a lot more
That's
than some of the
huge.
other
He's
Progress.
light years ahead of his other teammates.
Then we went out to dinner a couple times, different places, and then we saw Renfield, which is with Nicolas Cage as Dracula.
He's a vampire. Yeah.
It's hilariously horrifying.
It's so
It's
funny.
over the top, brutal, and disgusting, but it's really good.
Right. Right.
Highly
It's
recommend.
great.
Zach, what'd you do this weekend?
Saturday, I went to a wedding for friends of mine it was down in Columbia, so we went to their wedding. Congratulations, Abby and Mike.
Yay, everybody.
Congrats.
And then Saturday night, I went to the Pop 2000 show at 5th and Broadway with Ryan Cabrera, O-Town, LFO. It was so good and nostalgic. It was
Nice.
such a good show.
Getting your 2000s on.
Yeah, so that was the highlight of my weekend. Ricky, what did you do?
I went to Atlanta for the weekend to visit a friend.
Yeah.
And I went to the Georgia Renaissance Festival. It was
Oh.
the first time I've ever gone to a Renaissance
Did
festival.
you have a turkey leg?
I had a turkey leg. I got a flower
Yes.
crown. I drank mead. I
You
watched
did
Illusionist.
All the
Huzzah!
things. You checked off all the list of
Huzzah!
It was a lot of fun. Every time you tipped them, they went, huzzah to the tipper!
know,
And they would all
yeah.
yell and ring bells. I was like,
Makes
I
you want
love
to give them more
this.
money, yeah.
things. everybody in any job where they receive a tip should do that.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Every time I got so giddy that they did it that I was like, oh my God, I just want to keep giving them money.
Yeah, see?
It's a really smart
There's
tactic
a
by
method
them.
to their madness. It's amazing.
And then
yeah.
yesterday we had a remote at Ashley Furniture where we made friendship bracelets for the Taylor Swift concert. I'm so excited about them.
Excellent. It's
I'm
coming
so pumped.
soon.
I know. I can't wait to give them away and like get more. And it's like a fun little game now.
Yeah. Of course, Ashley Furniture is going to be supplying the suite.
Yep.
And you can be with us in the suite to watch the Taylor Show. You can go to 1075theriver.com to qualify for that.
It's time for men and women to answer questions for gender wars.
Representing the ladies in the audience, we have Jess and Christiana. Hello, Jess.
Hello.
Hey, girl.
For the guys, we have Dave in Gallatin. Hello, Dave.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Great to have both of you. Let's help you warm up to the game with a get acquainted question. We'll start with, how about you, Dave? What's one of the scariest things you've ever done?
I got caught in a rip current one time at the ocean. That was pretty scary.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
It's intense.
Thank God you got out okay.
I know. That
Yeah.
can be really scary.
Wow. What about you, Jess? What's one of the scariest things you've ever done?
So I was kayaking, and me and my friends were jumping off this huge cliff, and I almost died.
It was
Oh, wow.
terrifying. I'm sure it was. Man, oh man.
And Jess, did we learn our lesson not to do crazy things?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Parent Zach.
That's right.
Wants us to
Coming
be
from
a-
the craziest person I know.
right. And he's going to give us the teachable
Yes,
moment.
right, that's right.
Okay. You each have a screw you can use in the contest. If you don't know the answer to a question and you don't think your opponent will know it, you can yell out screw before the buzzer. We'll give your question to the other person.
Here we go. Multiple choice is how we start. Jess, is the upcoming Indiana Jones movie, Dial of Destiny, the 4th, 5th, or 6th Indiana Jones movie?
The 5th.
5th
Yeah.
is right.
Yes.
Good job. Good start.
All right, Dave. Is the Miley Cyrus song Flowers about her breakup with Nick Jonas, Cody Simpson, or Liam Hemsworth?
The last one.
Liam Hemsworth. That is
Okay.
correct.
Sir.
You're
Okay.
1 for 1 in each of you.
All right, Jess, what type of products does Kohler make for your house?
Polar. Fireplace.
No, they make plumbing stuff, toilets and sinks, and that kind of
Sinks,
stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
Still 1-1. Chance for Dave to go ahead.
Dave, gelato is an Italian version of what?
Ice cream.
Ice
Yes.
cream.
I love the
Delicious.
excitement in his voice.
I get excited about ice cream too. I get it.
All
likes
right,
the sweets. All right.
Jess, you got to have this one right to stay in the game. Both of you still have your screws left. Tanqueray is a type of what liquor?
True.
Okay, Dave, she hopes you don't know this. Tanqueray is what kind of liquor?
Is that a gin?
It is a
It is
gin.
a
Yes.
gin.
It's a gin.
And Dave, you are the winner.
Sorry,
Congratulations.
Jess.
Sorry, Jess. Better luck next time.
We had fun with you, but we got a prize for Dave. You've got tickets to see 5 Seconds of Summer at First Bank Amphitheater.
Now, over the last several years,
I'm scared of where this is going.
Zach has complained that he's never been invited to my house. And of course, I live in Murfreesboro, which is like 45 minutes away from you.
Yep.
So it's not like you're just going to wander by and be walking down the sidewalk.
Yeah, because I live downtown.
Now, you told me on Friday, before we all left here, that you were going to be in Murfreesboro on Sunday.
Yeah.
And I said, well, you should stop by my house.
You did finally invite me to your home.
And then earlier in the day, my girlfriend and I had some errands to run. So I text Zach and say, hey, if you come by, what time do you think it's going to be? We're going to be out of the house for a while. And he goes, I'm not going to be able to make it.
Oh.
So he got the invite and didn't
Turned
take
it
it.
down.
You didn't really want to be invited. Well, you wanted to be invited, you just didn't want to go.
I pulled a Woody.
Which I respect and admire, yes.
Woody actually has
Yeah.
a shirt that says,
Yeah.
Woody, you got Woody.
would have been here,
By
but I
Zach.
didn't want to come.
Yeah. Sorry I'm late. Didn't want to come.
Yeah. Well, things change. Plans changed
Yeah.
on Sunday.
I know.
So it's not that I didn't want to see you and that I didn't want to be there. I just got busy. So I did respond and I said, I'm so sorry I won't be able to make it. I have other things to do. And he was like, I just want the credit for inviting you.
I needed the credit for the offer.
So Woody also did not want you to go.
Correct.
You didn't want to go, and Woody didn't want you to go. So it's actually a good thing.
So we both really got what we wanted. But I wanted credit for it.
We're discovering that nobody wanted to see anybody, but they just wanted credit for the offer to see each other. And they got what they wanted because they didn't see each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
My head hurts.
In his text, it was credit was in all caps. He said, I just wanted all caps credit. And I was
for
like,
inviting you to my house.
I was like, okay, you get the credit, duly noted.
Okay, so now everybody's happy then.
Yes.
Right.
Okay,
It
good.
turned out great.
Like
Amazing.
yeah.
Love to hear it.
People have financial credit scores. You should have like social credit scores. You're both at like 800.
All right.
Yeah, we are over 800. Thank you so much for inviting me. I apologize I did not come through.
Well,
You don't mean it.
No.
you'll have to reciprocate and invite me to your house, and I also won't show up there.
Perfect.
So, okay, it's a plan.
Woody and Jim in the morning on 107.5 The River.
Jimmy got something that makes us happy.
Yeah, this is an amazing story. It started off so scary. Walter Sweeney, a police officer, remembers the day back in July 12 years ago when he saved Matthew Henniger's life. He saw him floating in a pool and drowning. And I guess he was blue and his lips were blue. They had to do all kinds of things even before he could do CPR. And he saved his life. And they posed for a picture together. They hadn't seen each other until they reunited again just recently. 12 years with the boy who's now a young man.
Yeah. Here's a little audio clip. It was so cute.
You remember me?
I do.
Then he just hugs him because he's showing a photo of him and the officer from 12 years ago.
Wow.
When he saved his life from the
Gives
pool.
me chills.
Yeah. So
And
That
it
is
was
very cool.
really sweet because it was the same day that the police officer was getting a promotion. So the family decided that was the best day for them to reconnect and celebrate his
that's so
promotion
cool.
to lieutenant. They went to celebrate him, showed him the photo of like, hey, do you remember me?
Yeah.
Now 12 years later.
Somebody saves your child's life, you're not going to forget them.
No.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's very cool.
And he got to see like the grown man that this young boy
Yeah.
became and a life that maybe would have never happened had it not been for his heroic thing that he did at the pool.
That's a very
12
cool
years
story.
Before.
Yeah, so it's making us happy this morning. With Woody and Jim on 107.5 The River. Zach, what you got?
18 months ago was a really rough time in my life because that's when Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello broke up.
I think we'll all remember where we were on that day.
I was in the bathroom crying. It's fine. Every time I hear Senorita, I feel like so awkward because I'm like, oh my God, they're broken up. But it looks like they might be back together. So Coachella, the first weekend of Coachella was this weekend, and Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello were there. And there's like videos and photos of them, number one, making out, and Camila Cabello like dancing on Shawn Mendes during one of the sets. And so a lot of people are like, yo, what happened to his like 51-year-old chiropractor girlfriend? And it looks like she got kicked to the curb for Camila Cabello. And so there is this video that's going viral on Twitter that Ricky sent me of it looks like Camila Cabello confirming that they are back together.
Camila. Are you guys back together?
Yes.
I'm so happy to see you guys back together.
So he said, are you guys back together? And Camila Cabello says yes. So my faith in love has been rejuvenated.
We can all return to our storybook lives.
I'm
happy that I can help.
happy. Britney Spears, we know that she was releasing a memoir. And so I guess it's finally done and ready to hit the stores. So people are saying it is going to be released in the fall. And I guess publishing insiders are saying that the manuscript is quote unquote inspiring and groundbreaking instant bestseller. So I guess she leaves nothing unturned in this entire book because she is talking about her vulnerable moments from her being a child, being a little girl with big dreams, her breakup with Justin Timberlake, the moment she shaved her head, her battle with her family over the conservatorship, like everything that we all know.
That's a lot to
She's
unpack.
finally talking about.
Yeah.
I'm pre-ordering right now.
I want it so bad.
This is the one book Zach will read.
Yeah, well, I said that about the Prince Harry book, and I made it
But you never
45
read it,
pages.
Yeah.
4 to 5 or 45?
45.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
45 pages in. Wow. And the book is like, 60 pages.
Yeah, it's
So
like
not
I
bad.
watched the teaser.
Oh my God.
But I guess a bunch of people are saying that it's like actually a story of survival. And it's really inspiring. Instead of like going in and making it like a burn book and talking crap about everybody, they're saying that it's just a story of survival and finding her way out of the conservatorship and finally finding happiness with her husband, Sam. And so I'm like, I love that take on it.
I totally want to read that too.
Because
Yeah,
it'd be
definitely.
really, really easy.
Yeah.
Just wait for the movie, Zach. It'll be okay. You don't have to read.
Yeah. Do they have Spark Notes for this?
There will be. Yeah.
Perfect. That's what I'm
He's
talking
just gonna buy
about.
the Spark Notes.
You buy me the book, I'll read it, and then I'll tell you what it's about.
But then I have to listen to you
No,
talk.
you can
Yeah.
read it. You can read it to him,
Oh, I'm not reading it to
like
him.
a couple chapters every night. You
At
guys can
bedtime.
Zoom
That's
together.
not happening.
Oh my God, we
Yeah.
can be on FaceTime and have bedtime stories.
Nope.
Let me drink
I take it
hot
all back.
cocoa.
I don't want to read it at all. I don't even want to know what's inside the book.
Are you smarter than Zac?
Zach is off into his isolation chamber.
They put me in a cage.
Yeah, Zach or Jim actually made a sign saying Zach's isolation chamber. He's on the phone, taking on Catherine in Nashville. Hey, Catherine.
Hey.
Okay, first one to 2 correct answers is the winner. You got to be right. You got to be fast. All right. Here we go. Question number 1. What's the name of next year's NASA moon mission?
We're going to space, y'all.
That is not the name.
That is incorrect.
Catherine, you got anything?
I don't know. Out of time.
It's Artemis 2. Artemis 2. Okay. Who came in second the first season of American Idol?
Justin Guarini.
Knew he would get that one.
Yeah, Zach got
That was
one.
an easy Zach question.
He's still living.
Kelly Fizzler?
No.
No.
It was Justin Guarini.
Yeah, Zach,
Okay.
Zach was right.
Heineken beer comes in what color bottle?
Green.
Zach won.
Zach got it right.
Zach was just a second faster than you.
He's also a bartender. Boy,
That's
you just
true.
you just lined him up with softball questions.
Okay. Well, they will get harder. Maybe. Hopefully.
Catherine, you were the victim of questions that were perfect for Zach.
Our new contestant is Heather in Nashville. Good morning, Heather.
Good morning.
All right. First 1 to 2 correct answers between you and Zach. He is in the isolation chamber using a phone. He's got his cell phone there because that way he won't have an unfair advantage of hearing the question, 1/10 of a second before you do.
Right.
All right, here we go. Question number 1. Philosopher René Descartes famously said, "I think, therefore."
I am.
Oh,
I think
Heather
She
was
got
faster.
It was Heather.
All right,
It's a
good
point
job.
for Heather.
I've
That
been
was a
texting Zach that he's going to lose, so.
Oh, so you've already been pre-gaming and taunting.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
she literally texted me and was like, you don't want to catch these silly hands, honey.
Uh-oh.
Oh, this is real trash talk going on here.
He said it first.
Okay. Oh, all right.
Okay.
So, yeah, this is revenge. You're ahead 1-0, Heather. The 20...
He never tells the whole story.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
Yes. Let Woody ask the questions or else you can't continue the game.
The 24-hour Le Mans road race happens in what country?
Africa.
Africa. What do you think, Heather?
Germany?
No, it's in France.
Okay.
Both
it's
wrong. Okay.
Double negative.
Okay.
No points.
What man's name is also the key to loosen or tighten a drill bit?
Philip.
Philip, no.
Nope.
No.
It's a good guess.
I see
kinda.
how you got there.
Yeah. Heather?
I have no idea.
It's Chuck. It's a Chuck key.
Okay.
Okay. What does Mr. Burns own on The Simpsons?
The beans.
What, Zach?
What? What'd you say?
He owns the power
plant. The nuclear power
Yes,
he owns
he
the
owns-
power
that's a-
plant.
that's a
Did you
point
say
for
the
Heather.
bean?
See it again.
Yes, I said the bean.
Okay, making sure I'm not insane.
The bean.
The bean?
The bean.
Like in Chicago, the bean?
I don't know. It was a guess, bro.
It was a really good guess. Heather, congratulations. A gift certificate. Or actually, there's no gift involved. It's just a certificate that proves you are smarter than Zach is on the way.
The certificate is the gift.
That's right. It's a prize in of itself. 107.5 The River with Woody and Jim in the morning. You hear that? It's so quiet in here because Zach is in his isolation chamber playing Are You Smarter Than Zac?
That's right. We put him in a separate room. He plays against listeners, and we see who's smarter than Zach. First person to 2 correct answers wins.
All right. Our contestant is Anise in Nashville. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay. First one to 2 correct answers between you and Zach. Here we go. If you want to visit the NFL Football Hall of Fame, what state do you need to travel to?
Ohio.
Yep.
Ohio is right. Wow.
Dang.
Zach knew a sports question.
Dang!
All right. Manny,
I'm ready.
Manny, Mo, and Jack are the mascots of what auto parts store?
O'Reilly's.
Nope.
Nope.
Riley's is wrong.
You got it? Anise?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Okay.
Okay, no correct
It's
answer there.
The Pep Boys. The Pep Boys.
Uh,
What's the name of Bruce Willis's character in the Die Hard movies?
I don't know who that is.
Die
Okay.
Harder.
It's a what?
Die Harder.
Die Harder is
That's
not his name.
Not his name. No.
John McClane. What is traditionally served in a tureen?
Soup.
Soup
Yes.
Zach is correct.
is correct.
And Zach
All right.
wins
So
again.
he's 1-2, lost 1. So yes,
After a
Zach
couple of weeks-
maintains his superiority over the airwaves.
He had some rough weeks. He was
Mm-hmm.
due for a comeback.
He did, yeah. All right, next Monday, we'll save up the questions and be ready to go.
Trending. Here's what's trending this morning with Woody and Jim on 107.5 The River.
Brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. The 7th of May at Windsor Castle, it'll be the coronation of King Charles.
Yay.
And I guess they've been having a hard time finding performers. So far, they've had Lionel Richie. And now they've locked in Katy Perry.
So it's like
So,
American Idol.
2/3 of the
As a
American Idol
coronation.
judges are going to perform.
Weird.
They can't get anybody from his own country to perform in his place.
So I guess, we're waiting on you, Luke Bryan.
It's just a matter of time.
Ricky.
So if you need help on the dating apps, there is one thing that you can do to guarantee more swipes. Buy an electric vehicle.
Okay.
They did a quick little test. They put up this guy, Jay, on the dating apps, and they put pictures of him with an electric car and pictures of him with a regular, just normal car.
Gas car, yeah.
And whenever the people saw the electric car, he got swiped on so much more than the old, just beat up regular car.
Because it shows you're rich.
Well,
Only rich people can afford them.
That's true.
that may be a thing. They're saying that it's actually because people are more passionate about climate change now
I'm sure
than anything
that's
else.
but
So
the
they're
rest
saying
says, "I've got
43%
money."
of people actually say that they are more impressed with somebody else who is into changing everything and being more environmentally positive and who believe in climate change than people that don't.
I like their spin on it that they're saying that, but I agree with Jim. It's because it shows he has money.
So
rich.
is an electric vehicle now the new guy holding a fish on dating apps?
It's gonna be because you have 144% chance of getting more swipes, or your chances go up.
I want to
that much.
test
So,
it out.
Go for it.
Even though I'm in a relationship, I still want to test it out just to see. Like if I Photoshop a different nice hybrid car.
Just go stand in front of somebody who's in a parking lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it would be. I just want to scientifically see it.
So then you do it and let us know how it goes.
Perfect.
Car dealer and just say, can I take a picture with this car? I'm not going to buy it, but, I'm going to just take a picture.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Jim.
So Super Mario Brothers movie dominated the box office again and scored the best second weekend ever for an animated movie with another $87 million in ticket sales just in North America. Worldwide, it's at $678 million in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Which is
pretty
insane
amazing.
because the overhead cost was not that expensive because it's all animated. It's not like they had to pay for a set or anything like that.
So, the other movies that were out this weekend would have usually probably done very well, like Renfield and Air and a bunch of other movies. But everybody else went to go see Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah. Back in 2005, somebody did a parody website as a joke called HireAHitman.com. Thinking like, oh, yeah, you can just go in there. And they had like little funny postings and all kinds of stuff, and you're thinking, who could fall for this? Several people have. Back in, 2020, I believe there's a woman in Detroit who was caught by the police because she tried to hire a hitman from HireAHitman.com. And I guess they've had so many requests that the people that run the website, as a joke, they started turning them into the cops.
Yeah.
You should check this out. This guy wants to hire a hitman.
It's concerning.
Yeah. And
to prevent a murder.
There, a couple of years ago, a guy in Knoxville was, tried to hire a hitman for this website and was arrested. And just recently, a guy who lives in Hermitage, who is in the Tennessee National Guard, he applied for a job saying, "You guys hiring at HireAHitman.com? I'll go out and do hits for you."
Oh man!
So he got arrested.
Yeah, they posed as somebody who wanted a murder, and they met up with him, and then they cuffed him and took him away.
And if you're
Rightfully
online
so.
chatting with somebody who you think might be a potential hitman, it's always a cop. It's always an undercover
and if it's
cop.
not a cop and it is somebody else, you will get caught for it.
Yeah.
You're not going to get away with it.
So don't fall for it.
These always get caught.
Yeah. So don't even bother.
Hire him. Like, what? We should just start trying this with other crimes.
Right.
Like, I don't know, embezzle, howtoembezzle.com.
Embezzlementfordummies.com.
Right. Smashandgrab.com.
Oh, that's right. Okay. We'll work on that. We'll see how many of them are already taken.
Thanks for listening to and recommending the Woody and Jim Show podcast. Listen to Woody and Jim in real time every weekday morning on 107.5 The River, Nashville, or live on the iHeartRadio app.